Today I'm adding one legend to all 30 current day NBA teams, but it is not the legend that you're thinking. Like I guarantee, I know it's not, because instead of the usual suspects, I'm adding one washed legend to each squad. A slew of teams are adding former MVPs. Derrick Rose to the Cavs, Shaq to the Celtics, Steve Nash to the Lakers, Hakeem to the Raptors. Legit current day contenders also each get a legendary boost. T-Mac to the Knicks, Patrick Ewing to OKC, Brandon Roy to the T-Wolves, Tim Hardaway to the Nuggets. We're surely going to get some massive numbers put up by legends on weaker teams. Dwayne Wade on the Bulls, Bob McAdoo on the Nets, Allen Iverson on the Pistons, Michael Jeffrey Jordan on the Wizards. Each legend in this video was either completely washed when they played for the team they are now playing for, or just it felt weird to see them in those jerseys, or in some cases it's both those things. I'm looking at you, Raptors Hakeem. Additionally, as we simulate through our season, I don't always do this, but I am leaving trades on. I'm curious to see if any teams move their legends. We might have two on one team by the time we get to the playoffs. And we are through our season simulation. I haven't even mentioned the Mavericks one legend added. Luka doesn't care who's on his team, just monster numbers. MVP Zachary Resash. Oh my, those are such bad numbers. Rookie of the year though. Sixth man of the year goes to De'Aaron Fox. I didn't mention the Kings legend either. That's interesting. Michael Jordan on the Wizards. DPO. Mike only averaged 24 points a game. This is prime Michael Jordan. What? Amen Thompson wins most improved player, and Luka also takes home clutch player there. All right, then. All NBA first team: Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Tracy McGrady on the Knicks, and Bob McAdoo always dominating these sims. He's basically alone for the Nets. All NBA second, we've got Tyrese Halliburton, okay, Carmelo Anthony. Remember when he played for the Rockets? Sean Kemp for the Trailblazers, Victor and Shaq on the Celtics, indeed. All NBA third team: Joel Embiid, Anthony Edwards, Giannis, Patrick Ewing with the Thunder. They're going to be so good. And Dwight Howard wash self with the 76ers. And I'm realizing now I didn't actually specify in the intro, but all these washed legends I put onto current day teams in their prime version. So yes, Michael Jordan is a 99 overall. How did he not average like 40 points a game in the current era? I thought that's what Mike would do. De'Aaron Fox won sixth man of the year by virtue of playing behind Bob Cousy, who way at the end of his career spent one season, not even a full season, with the Kings. I think they were the Royals at the time. Wow, that's crazy. He retired, did Bob Cousy, for like 7 years, and then was coaching the Cincinnati Royals and decided to try and play for them. That's hilarious. 7 games, what? And finally, I'll mention Luka's running shotgun now. Kyrie, wow, up to a 94 overall. Dennis Rodman, one of my inspirations for making this video, because Dennis Rodman played for the Mavs, the Lakers, the Spurs. He had played for so many teams that just feel off. Not that they needed the help, but Dennis Rodman and the Mavs, the 1 seed in the West. Brandon Roy and the Timberwolves were strong. Patrick Ewing for OKC. Paul Pierce, yeah, he's on the Clippers, helped them to 49 wins. Bob Cousy and the Kings are up there. Tim Hardaway and the Nuggets. The Spurs, one of many teams Dominique Wilkins played for when he was completely washed at the end of his career. Wow, wait a minute. Oh, they traded CP3. He's not on the roster. I'm gonna have to dig into that in a few seconds here. Carmelo and the Rockets, Ralph Sampson and the Warriors, Steve Nash and the Lakers, a 10 seed. Dude, what a missed opportunity by me. I have a Steve Nash Lakers jersey and it's not hanging behind me. How does this big three, how are they a play-in team? Come on, man. Missing the playoffs, Isaiah Thomas and the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, the Trailblazers, I gave them Sean Kemp. Memphis had Gilbert Arenas. Utah had, I think I gave them Bernard King. That wasn't great. Phoenix, yo, no. The Suns big three plus Jermaine O'Neal, a legit all-NBA big. That's, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they weren't deep enough. There's a lot of good teams, okay? Over in the East, the New York Knicks ran away with it. Prime Tracy McGrady added to their squad. I do have a T-Mac jersey on my wall. Fair enough. Philly, I gave Dwight Howard. He made all-NBA. It was really weird when he played that one season there. Giannis and the Bucks added Dave Cowens, a former MVP. The Cleveland Cavaliers, I had to double check. How did I forget Derrick Rose? Okay, he wasn't necessarily washed up, but he played like 20 games with the Cavs. Remember how weird that team was? The Brooklyn Nets. Yo, Bob McAdoo, one-man teaming it for the Brooklyn Nets. That's crazy. Shaq and this... What? Okay, how? 2K, how? I literally thought this team was going to win 70 games. Shaq added, they didn't trade anybody away. They have a full 6-man rotation of 88 plus play. Shaq's a 9. Okay, all right then. For those of you preying on Boston's downfall, there you go. The Pacers, the Heat, the Bulls with Dwayne Wade, a play-in team. Toronto Raptors with Hakeem barely slipping in there. Missing the playoffs, the Charlotte Hornets with old man Tony Parker. The Pistons, I gave Allen Iverson. They did nothing. Also missing the playoffs, Vince Carter and the Atlanta Hawks. That's kind of surprising. Mark Price was a pretty solid addition to the Orlando Magic. I had no clue Mark Price played there until researching this video. And easily the biggest letdown of the video, missing the playoffs. He didn't put up big numbers. I don't know what to say. Michael Jordan in the modern era, a complete flop. Okay, so unfortunately, no big blockbusters involving our legendary players, but old man Chris Paul and Sandro traded to the Sixers for Caleb Martin and Ricky Council. Also, the Timberwolves and Warriors made an interesting trade. Draymond Green for Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, interesting. The T-Wolves literally saw the idea for this video and they went ahead and said, let's add one more washed legend. Draymond in a Timberwolves jersey. He would fit into this video. Actually, so would Chris Paul now in a 76ers jersey. Dude, the Sixers, yep, yeah, they might make a run here. Can they finally make a conference finals? Joel, I'm looking at you. Okay, in the West play-in, I can't believe it, dude. Steve Nash and the Lakers, I mean, they would have been the team I'm rooting for. Steve and LeBron, they're ousted. Yeah, the Rockets also advanced. So now we've got Spurs Warriors. I haven't shown you Golden State's team, but they added Ralph Sampson, another player. I had no clue he played for this organization against Dominique and the Spurs. Good matchup. Unfortunately, not a good game. I was hoping this one would at least go to a clutch finish. I mean, Steph, you got a pretty good weapon alongside. I don't even see Ralph Sampson on the court right now. Yep, falls short against Victor, Dominique, and the Spurs. Okay, over to the East playing. Peja Stojakovic on the Pacers. They advanced through to the playoffs. Hakeem and the Raptors also eliminated. He also might be on the thumbnail for this video. This is a really fun matchup, though. Dwayne Wade and his washed self on the Chicago Bulls against Amari Stoudemire and the Heat. I completely forgot Amari played there. That's crazy. And we get another anticlimactic play-in game. This was a single digits finish, 9 points, but Amari, Jimmy Butler, and the Heat taking care of business. Another great legend, Dwayne Wade, eliminated. But with that, we've got our 16 playoff teams in place. I would say Houston out of the West, a bit surprising, but definitely the biggest shock would be Bob McAdoo and the Brooklyn Nets. I knew Bob would put up big numbers individually, but this is not a playoff roster around him. Good job. I'm rooting for the Nets now. We love an underdog story. Oh, and I just realized I never showed the season stat leaders. It was Luka by a mile, Ant Edwards, Shea. There's Bob McAdoo in fourth. T-Mac about to make a big run with the Knicks. Vince Carter missed the playoffs. Lillard, Brunson, Shaq, and Carmelo rounding out the top 10. Dennis Rodman leading the league in rebounding for the Mavs. Yeah, he's going to be huge, dude. The Mavericks might just run through the Western playoffs, man. Oh my goodness. Or maybe they won't. The Dallas Mavericks are down 3-1. What? I was questioning the Spurs being a playoff team, but maybe Dominique and Victor, they just got that special magic. They need to close out Dallas. Don't give them any life. Oh, well, they gave them life. All right, Dallas makes it 3-2. Every other playoff series is settled now. It's a game 6 back in San Antonio. Victor, Dominique, can you do it? Oh my gosh. They're actually going to do it. Oh my goodness. Unless we get a massive choke here from the Spurs. Dude, the Mavs are so good. Oh, that's a terrible pass. Victor recovers though. He flips up some BS. I don't know what you were doing there. Dennis Rodman, in all his undisciplined glory, has fouled out of this basketball game. What a disappointment. The Mavs still very good though. Oh, and a turnover. PJ Washington threw it right to the defender. Unbelievable. Back in transition. Keldon with the flush. I mean, it sucks that your legend has fouled out, but Luka, you averaged a monster 34-point triple-double for MVP. It is not over yet. Everybody is so tired, man. 2K Wire dudes always fatigued. Luka, that is way too deep. What? The door is now open. The Spurs. This could be a dagger right here. Jones inside. Dominique, the standing dunk, just put this series away. Victor with 26 points. Dominique 22. Keldon Johnson, part of the big three, I guess. Good performance. Oh my, Luka 44, 15, and 11. Well, it wasn't his fault. Dennis Rodman fouled out. 2 points, 10 rebounds. Along with the Celtics, I really thought Dallas, I thought they'd run this video, but nope, not meant to be. Boston, however, still in play to run this video, as despite a lame regular season sim, they swept Dave Cowens, Giannis, and the Bucks. Wow. As a result, the Celtics were off to the second round for another playoff battle against the 76ers. Dwight Howard helping Philly cruise past the Pacers in 5. Unbelievably, Bob McAdoo's run of dominance continued into the playoffs. I mean, my guy is carrying the Nets completely. A first-round defeat of the Cavs. While rounding out the Eastern Conference, very predictably, T-Mac and the Knicks, dude, they're loaded. They swept the play-in Miami Heat, not even close. Look at Bob and the Nets. I mean, he's playing very well, but 28 points, 13 rebounds a game. Those aren't like absurd numbers. I don't know. Cam Thomas is flourishing. Go off. I do think they'll probably meet their match. This is a nice in-state rivalry. Jalen Brunson averaging 30 a game. T-Mac being the facilitator. Yeah, Cat fitting in nicely. All right, well, we'll see that matchup in a second. But over in the West, our first round results included Paul Pierce and the Clippers sweeping old man Bob Cousy and the Kings. In a pretty large upset, Tim Hardaway and the Nuggets, a 6 seed, tamed the Thunder in the first round. Dude, Patrick Ewing, a first round exit. Also, Carmelo Anthony and the Rockets, a fun little team. They were no match for the loaded Timberwolves. Brandon Roy making a playoff run. We love to see it. I definitely didn't even note that we had Nuggets Thunder in the first round. I thought Shea and Patrick, how is this team and the Mavericks out in the first round? The best washed legend I could find for the Nuggets was Tim Hardaway, who, you know, obviously is good, 92 overall. I don't know if he'd move the needle like that, but it's still Jokic and the Nuggets. Up to the second round, we've got an 8 seed, the Spurs. We've got the Bob McAdoo Nets. Yeah, we might have some chaos here into the Final Four. Unfortunately, no, not in the West. Victor and Dominique, their run ends. The Clippers playing so well, and the Timberwolves continue to cruise. But over in the East, we have 2 Game 6. Dude, Boston is up 3-2. Is Joel really not going to make a conference finals, even in this universe with prime Dwight Howard? 1 minute left, Philly. You need to force a Game 7. You'd go back home. It would be amazing. I see Dwight setting a screen. Tyrese Maxey open. Nope, it was kind of contested. Shaq on the board. But this Celtics team is so good. Oh, and Joel is not on the court. I don't know if he's fouled out or if it's a coaching disaster class. Good steal by Dwight. Horrible entry pass from Drew. Maxey, he's taking the reins. That's a clean look from 3. Drew was late on the closeout. That's big time. Joel did lead the Sixers with 33 points. Dwight a solid 18 and 10. We will have a Game 7 Philly Boston, but first, Bob McAdoo and the Nets, they're down 3-2. Come on, I don't want to see their run end, but unfortunately, it's going to. On their home court, Barclays Center. You know what? At least they didn't get swept or beaten 5 games by this Knicks team. The New York Knicks with T-Mac, so freaking good. Brooklyn, though, held on strong. Bob McAdoo. Anyway, silver linings. Our first Game 7 of the video, though, Philly does have home court advantage. Just don't foul out Joel. Go out swinging against Shaq and the Celtics. Let's see it. You've got the lead. Okay. This is, I'm torn. I am torn right now. Part of me is happy because I didn't want to see Boston and Dallas just run through this video predictably, and they didn't. Boston has taken the L. But this was a blowout. I wanted a good finish in Game 7. Shaq versus Joel and Dwight. Instead, it is a 35-point win for Philly. Okay. Joel Embiid no longer a conference finals virgin, even though it was Tyrese, Dwight Howard, and Paul George really carrying. Joel was cool, though. CP3, old man doing his thing. And with that, our Final Four, our conference finals set. Brandon Roy and the Timberwolves against Paul Pierce and the Clippers. We've got T-Mac and the Knicks versus Dwight and the Sixers. Interesting. In the playoffs, Anthony Edwards playing 41 minutes a night, averaging 29 points a game. Brandon Roy behind Julius Randle in the pecking order. I mean, whatever they're doing is working. I also haven't shown any love to the Clippers this video, but Paul Pierce in his prime averaging 27, 8 and 8 in the playoffs. LeBron James numbers. Kawhi just doing his thing, trying to stay healthy, of course. Injuries are off, by the way, but you know Kawhi could still find a way. Wow. I really feel like I neglected the Clippers in this video. We didn't get to see any game action, but they just lost in 5. I mean, what do you want from me? They were no competition. I've just got to throw this question out there. Are the Timberwolves really this good? I mean, relative to the rest of the league with their additions, their legends, I feel like 2K loves them some Minnesota Timberwolves this year. I'm just saying. Thankfully, we've got a series in the East Finals as the Knicks are up 3-2 Philly once again, potentially in some hot water. Can they fight back? Yes, they can. It's a bit of a tight finish, but they're going to hold on. A 10-point win, Game 7 on deck. Both these teams might just be fighting for second place. The Timberwolves do not seem like they're ever going to lose, but what a battle we've got. Wait a minute. Why is Marvin Bagley? Oh, he's starting for the Knicks? Oh, because Towns is listed as a power forward. Well, okay, I guess so. Oh, the Knicks traded Mitchell Robinson. That's why I was wondering who was missing from there. Okay, go off, Marv, I guess. Marv Bagley, potential. Oh, Marvin Bagley is going up against prime Dwight Howard and Joel Embiid. I'm just piecing this together. That's not great. Oh no, did I jinx the Knicks by pointing out their big flaw as a team? I don't know, maybe the 76ers size is just, yep. The Knicks have Josh Hart at power forward. Joel is currently guarding him. That's not great. Jalen Brunson going past old man CP3, but blowing the finish. Oh my word, it's early, but that might be game because on the other end, Tyrese Maxey had Dwight Howard wide open, didn't hit him. Okay, yep. OG Anunoby, get this thing to T-Mac. T-Mac wide open to, oh yeah, you know T-Mac shoots and he is connecting from 3, getting shut off. Where do the Sixers go in the clutch? It's Tyrese Maxey. T-Mac gets his hand up, but it's too late. A mid-range dagger. 35 seconds left. They could also go for a 2-for-1. Jalen all the way to the rim, going right past CP3. That's way too easy, Chris. Defense is where this Knicks team holds their hat, but Joel's got Josh Hart on him. Are you gonna try and abuse that, Philly? No. Paul George getting shut down. OG, don't foul. Hand straight up. Oh my word, what did I just watch? Playoff P. After that possession, I have no doubt that the Sixers do not deserve to win this game, but will they? Jalen Brunson. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot that step back over to T-Mac. He bricks at the buzzer. A clean look for the game, and the series is no good. 43 points, 10 assists, a clutch shot late in the game, but not the shot for T-Mac as the Knicks do lose. Anthony Edwards finally putting up monster numbers in the West Finals to advance 35-7. Wow. Joel Embiid, 25-10. I thought Tyrese was taking over, but Joel with some big numbers himself. A really fun matchup here. Joel and Dwight in the front court for the Sixers. Ant Edwards, Brandon Roy on the wings for Minnesota. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think Philly is the better team on paper, but Minnesota's lost just 3 games in the playoffs. They've been so dominant. Let me know down below right now. You have like 3 seconds. Who wins the title in this timeline we've got cooking? Tell me right now. Oh, and we're skipping right to the drama. Yep, nope. 3-2 series. I don't need to show any B-roll. Nothing. The story is being told for us. I doubted them. I expressed doubt just a few seconds ago, but Minnesota's up 3-2, a chance to win the championship on the road. Can Philly defend home court? Okay, Philly. I see you. I see you defending home court in emphatic fashion. 153 points. Minnesota, what are you doing? Where's the defense? Tyrese Maxey, casual, 49 points on 17 of 22 shooting. Elimination game, NBA Finals. Yeah, that's normal stuff. Game 7, here we go. Back in Minnesota. Finally, the Timberwolves being tested. Can they hold off the 76ers for the championship? Well, by the time we got to the second half, things were looking pretty good for Minnesota. Nice lead, but Joel and the 76ers, so much talent. You know they're not going down without a fight. And what a performance by the script writers in this video. A 3-point game in Game 7. This is unbelievable. Why is the atmosphere so dead in Minnesota? 2K, this does not feel like a playoff game, let alone an NBA Finals game. Anyways, Julius Randle bricking. We can ignore it. We know what's at stake right here. The Timberwolves, they've got Brandon Roy out there. They've got, I forgot they added Draymond. Paul George, tough finish. How symmetrical, dude. The Timberwolves adding Draymond, a washed legend in a weird jersey. The 76ers, Chris Paul, both teams adding during the season. Julius Randle going to work. Okay, flash forward. We had the Sixers hit a free throw. They've cut this lead down to 2. I think everybody, yeah, Joel has subbed in. So is Edwards. It's go time here for Philly, though. Oh, Dwight, what a move. Why did you pump? Dwight, why did he pump? Oh, that's why. Are you kidding me? What a sequence of events for prime Dwight Howard. Dwight unleashed a perfect drop step, had what should have been an easy bucket, missed it, grabbed board, and won, but of course he missed the free throw. Perfect. It's a tie game. This is where we should have been anyways. Okay, Ant Edwards back in the game. Oh, he should be able to bully old man Eric Gordon. Are you kidding me? Please, Dwight, get ready to help. Dwight, get ready. No, Dwight doesn't help. No, he's just stuck on the perimeter. I think he was guarding Brandon Roy. Anthony Edwards is that guy in the clutch, ice cold, lefty off window. Does Philadelphia have an answer? Joel wants the rock. He wants rock against Julius Randle. Post fade. Oh no, Joel. No. Mike Conley with the free throws. Hits a second. Joel, oh dog, you had the look that would have tied this game. Unreal, dude. I gave every NBA team one washed legend from their history, and look at that. Brandon Roy for the Timberwolves, outlasting Dwight Howard for the Philadelphia 76ers in the finals. 2 already great teams IRL that were only boosted by their washed legend. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Joel Embiid did his thing. 40 points, 11 rebounds, just couldn't hit the game-tying shot right before the buzzer. And it gets marked down as a game winner. Game 7 of the NBA Finals for Anthony Edwards to cap off a 38-10 performance. I said it a few minutes ago. I think 2K really loves the Timberwolves this year. In most of these season sims, they do win our championship. But to be fair, it's not necessarily necessarily a conspiracy because Brandon Roy, a 92 overall wing scorer, I mean, a perfect addition to an already championship core. Let me know down below what you thought of this video. I was thinking about some of these washed legends and thought that would be a pretty fun video idea. So let me know if you enjoyed, drop a thumbs up, and check out another video from here on my channel.